Testimonies coming up.
But in this season of my life, in this young adult season of my life, I think the thing that I am most grateful for is all of the times that God has said no.
So I saw through serving how faithful God is.
When I think about what I'm grateful for, I think about so many different things. I feel like God has been so good to me in so many things. He's given me just a great family and just so many great opportunities, and I'm forever grateful for everything that he's done. But in this season of my life, in this young adult season of my life, I think the thing that I am most grateful for is all of the times that God has said no. When you're younger, you just have all these plans about how you think your life is going to pan out and who you think you should be. And then as you get older, you notice that things don't work out the way that you've planned. But when you look at it from God's perspective, they work out the way that he's planned. And so I'm just so thankful that God said no, that he looked at my plans and he saw what they were, and that was not his best. And I'm so grateful that I get to have his best, and I'm grateful that he's chosen me for so many different things that I could have never planned and that I would have never chosen for myself. And so in that, I'm happy and proud to be his child and to take his lead and to have been personally picked to impact people in this world. And I'm just so grateful that God thought of me, that I was on his mind, and that he didn't allow me fussing about not having what I wanted to get in the way of him giving me what he always wanted, which was always better. And so that is what I'm most grateful for, that my life looks nothing like what I thought it would look like, but it looks everything like what God always planned for it to look like. And I'm excited to see what he has in store, and I'm excited to continue a season of being grateful for it.
Many things that I'm grateful to God for, and the list can go on and on and on. But one thing I can say I'm grateful to God for is my sanity. God has given me the grace, it's such an enormous grace, to deal with different situations and tolerate people in situations that might seem intolerable to others. And my life, I've had so many different occupations, and I've encountered so many different people. And with that being said, to be in certain situations that I found myself in, you would need so much resilience and patience, because these situations have the ability for to drive people that don't have the resilience maybe to a dark place. I'm not saying that I've never been in a dark place before, but it's because of God's grace that I've come out of those places, and I'm able to talk about those situations as a testimony to certain people and to groups of people to help others with their situations. God has given me the grace I never thought I would have, to sit down with people and look them in their eyes and tell them I forgive you, to even invite certain people that I thought I would never speak to again to church with me, that we can together grow and thank God for sanity and peace collectively, and not, have any ill will towards each other or any animosity towards each other, because God's grace is sufficient, and God's grace is always felt in my life, to the point where I can just sit back and relax and know that God is in control. I can sit back and relax and not worry about tomorrow, knowing that God is ordering my steps, and that he has put me in certain situations, into certain individuals' lives, to have that grace towards them. I feel as though God has grace towards us as humans, so we can know how to extend that grace to others. There have been so many situations I have been in that I could have just called it quits. I could have been overwhelmed. I could have fallen into depression. But when I remembered how much God loved me and how God extends His grace and mercy towards me, it helped me overcome so many adversities and so many situations and so many relationships that I thought would have otherwise broke me and driven me into a place that I would have never come out alone. God's grace is so beautiful that I can put that at the top of my list and say, thank you, God, for my sanity. In the Bible, it says, give thanks to God, for the Lord is good and bless His name. And I truly bless the name of God every day.
In my life, because what God keeps doing is I have these expectations and I have these hopes and I have these prayers, and then He starts to fulfill them in ways that I completely don't expect in any way. And I'm learning to not let myself become disappointed. Instead, I start to see the hand of God moving outside of my expectation, moving beyond what I ever thought possible, and then seeing Him fill my refrigerator, fill my finances, fill my marriage with His goodness outside of my particular plan and outside of my particular prayer request. I am so thankful to you, God, for your goodness and for your mercy. I'm so thankful for how you pour yourself into me, even when I don't know and I don't understand, even whenever I ask you for something specific, but it doesn't come, you do answer my prayer. And that is what I'm so grateful for. I'm grateful for this opportunity to share of the goodness of God when He moves outside of my expectation. We constantly talk about how the Lord moves and how He is an abundant God, how He moves outside of the scope of what we understand and what we hope for. But whenever He does that, that is Him doing miraculous things. And I might not have a story that is, amazing, but it is miraculous and it is beautiful. And there are so many specific things that I could point out, but He does it all the time with me, in me, all around me, and through me. And for that, I am so very thankful.
Hey guys, my name is Ingrid Bolaños, and I just wanted to talk to you guys today about something I'm very grateful for in my life that God is currently doing. I have been very fortunate to see all the opportunities and blessings that He has given me throughout my life, but I just want to talk to you guys today about specifically one, something I'm very grateful for because it's currently happening in this new season of my life. God just providing opportunities, and the right opportunities at that. So I remember after graduating college a few years back, I was lost, broke. I didn't know what I was gonna do or anything. I was moving back home, and so it was a very low part of my life. I wasn't very confident and didn't really trust much in what God was doing in my life. But I just remember having a friend reach out and say, hey, why don't you serve at church? You attend and all that. So I saw through serving how faithful God is, or just by me being loyal and faithful. So it was just an amazing experience to see that little by little, serving, leading, getting to meet more people, and all this has led me to where I am now, which is working currently in a job in my career, as well as my passion, which is God's love, God's relationship, as well as media and production. I get to combine both of those. So I'm just overall grateful and overjoyed for all that God does in my life, God's grace, God's love, and God's opportunities.
Karis, I am a child of the King, as are you, and God bless you.